What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlemania here, back with another video. The 80s was a great time for WWF fans, with the classic days of the rock and wrestling era and Hulkamania. The WWF had an incredible range of talent, from the main event down to its enhancement talent. However, whatever happened to some of these stars? Here are 10 more WWF stars from the 80s and where they are now. Number 1. Jim Duggan. Hacksaw's Patriot gimmick was perfect for the Cold War era of the 80s, particularly after Sergeant Slaughter left the WWF. Duggan's WWF run was notable for him winning the first Royal Rumble and defeating Haku for the King of the Ring crown. He battled foreign heels such as Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik, although that didn't stop him from getting pulled over in the car with the Sheik and getting busted for drugs. Hello! Duggan eventually was allowed back in the WWF and stayed there until 1993 before jumping ship to WCW. The 2011 WWE Hall of Famer's life hasn't been without adversity, but his real-life toughness is seen by his recent 20th anniversary as a cancer survivor. Duggan starred in the WWE reality show Legends House, appeared in the film Wrestlers vs. Zombies, he can be found on the indie circuit, and makes personal appearances as well. Number 2. Rick Martel. This versatile star found success in the WWF as a multiple WWF Tag Team Champion. Martel's heel turn into the model energized his character, giving him added years in the company. A run in WCW showed promise until an injury led to Martel's decision to retire. His injury was his first serious injury in a 26-year career, and he did not want to end up like fellow wrestler Paul Orndorff, who worked with an injury and was left permanently injured. Martel had a double hip replacement to deal with chronic pain and currently stays in shape by cycling and weight training. Martel has been married over 30 years and has a teenage daughter. He manages commercial real estate, which he purchased from wrestling earnings, and makes occasional appearances at indie shows and conventions. Number 3. Paul Roma. Paul Roma enjoyed a long run in the WWF as part of the babyface team the Young Stallions, then a brief but memorable run alongside Hercules in Power and Glory. Roma boxed in the early 90s before surprising fans when he showed up in WCW as a member of the Four Horsemen, drawing controversy due to his background as a WWF mid-carder. Nonetheless, Roma enjoyed 3 runs as WCW World Tag Team Champion, first with fellow Horseman Arn Anderson, and later 2 times alongside veteran Paul Orndorff in the team Pretty Wonderful. Roma claims he was offered a push in the WWF in exchange for sex, but refused. He currently runs a wrestling school called Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling in East Haven, Connecticut, alongside fellow instructors Mario Mancini, Paul Perez, and Dave Paradise. Number 4. Jim Powers. The other member of the Young Stallions continued wrestling in the WWF following his breakup with Paul Roma, serving as enhancement talent up until 1994. From there, Powers worked in the American Wrestling Federation, enjoying more success than the WWF. He then wrestled Shane Douglas for the ECW World Championship, then had a 2-year run in WCW. Powers found himself plagued by reoccurring injuries and retired in 2010, undergoing hip replacement surgery. Powers currently focuses on his health and is one of the many wrestlers involved in the class action lawsuit against the WWE for traumatic brain injuries. Number 5. Don Muraco. The 2-time Intercontinental Champion enraged WWF fans during his heel run, leading to many a beach bum chant. Muraco turned face in 1987 but was gone by 1988, working in what few territories remained, and went on to become one of the first ECW champions when it was known as Eastern Championship Wrestling. Muraco retired in 1995 but returned to the business in 2003, co-founding Hawaii Championship Wrestling, which lasted until 2008. The 2004 Hall of Famer currently resides in Hawaii, and although he is not involved in any lawsuit against the WWE, he had this to say in 2015. I would have to be more for the personal responsibility. Although we were getting run really hard, I don't know, but I guess I would follow Dan Spivey, where you have to take responsibility for yourself. Number 6. The Warlord. The Powers of Pain were known for their feud with the Road Warriors in WCW, followed by a program with Demolition in the WWF. The Powers of Pain were split up with the Warlord wrestling in the WWF, then the indie circuit until a car accident sidelined him. A subsequent motorcycle accident set him back again, but the Warlord resumed wrestling in 2003, working the independent circuit and Chikara. He also enjoyed working as a bodyguard. Now he occasionally teams with the Barbarian on the indie scene, and we're sure you won't be surprised to hear the Warlord is one of many wrestlers involved in a class action lawsuit against the WWE for traumatic brain injuries. Number 7. The Barbarian. Long regarded as one of wrestling's legitimate tough guys, Sione capitalized on the big man trend of the 80s, quickly finding himself on the national stage in Jim Crockett Promotions. The Barbarian's pairing with the Warlord as the Powers of Pain saw him work for Crockett, then the WWF. The Barbarian then joined the Heenan family, then bounced back and forth between WCW and the WWF. The Barbarian occasionally teamed up with the Warlord, including one in court against the WWE. Number 8. Jim Neidhart. Jim the Anvil Neidhart held the WWF Tag Team Championship alongside Bret Hart, then joined Hart's faction, the Hart Foundation, during the Attitude Era. Although Neidhart is best known for his work with the Hart Foundation, he enjoyed singles success in the territories prior to his WWF run. He continues working in the indie circuit and works in real estate. His daughter Natalia has become one of WWE's foremost women wrestlers, and the Anvil has stopped by on Total Divas to visit her. Number 9. Ken Patera. Real-life Olympic athlete Ken Patera put his strongman status to good use, working in a variety of territories including Jim Crockett Promotions, the American Wrestling Association, and even the WWF. The one-time Intercontinental Champion was a member of the Heenan family in the AWA and WWF before a short prison sentence put his career on hold. Patera returned as a babyface, but never seemed to get his momentum back. Patera worked in the AWA until its demise, then in small promotions and the indie circuit. Patera is also involved in the class action lawsuit against the WWE. And number 10. Rockin' Robin. Jake Roberts' half-sister Robin Smith and half-brother to wrestler Sam Houston held the WWF Women's Championship from fall of 1988 until the belt was deactivated in 1990. She also sang America the Beautiful at Wrestlemania 5. Robin also worked in All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling and became the first women's champion in Herb Abrams' Universal Wrestling Federation. Robin worked the indie circuit and operated a telemarketing business. She has shown tremendous character, dealing with losing her home to Hurricane Katrina and overcoming alcohol abuse. In 2012, the Cauliflower Alley Club awarded Rockin' Robin its Women's Wrestling Award. Smith currently operates a real estate appraisal business. Well guys, there you have it. 10 WWF superstars from the 80s and what they're up to now. If you think we've missed any out, be sure to check out part 1 of our video in the link in the top right corner. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.